Hi my dear students, welcome back to our chemistry class. Today we are discussing an interesting chapter, common laboratory apparatus and equipments. In this chapter we discuss about the chemistry laboratory and the equipments which we are using in the laboratory. Our everyday experience arises from what we see, hear, taste and smell. Observe that sun arises from the east and sets in the west. All these observations lead to some conclusions. Chemistry is based on experiments. Chemistry is a branch of science which mainly deals with experiments. Where we doing these experiments are known as chemistry laboratory. Chemistry laboratory is a place to perform experiments. From that experiments we lead to some conclusions and observations. From that experiments we leads to some observations and conclusions. Chemistry laboratory is a place where we perform the chemical experiments with help of some equipments and apparatus. Just look the picture. The picture shows the chemical laboratory. It is a chemical laboratory or chemistry laboratory. We can see varieties of apparatus here. The majority of these apparatus are made up of glass. Number of facilities are available in this chemistry laboratory. The number of variety facilities are available in chemistry laboratory. What are the facilities available in your classroom? In our classroom, the varieties of facilities are present. Various facilities are present in our classroom. Bench, desk, rack, shelf, board, all these things are facilities present in the classroom. Same way, in our chemistry laboratory also contains some facilities. What are the important facilities available in the chemical laboratory? First important one, working table. First facility, working table. Second one, reagent shelf. Second one, reagent shelf. The third one, exhaust fan. Then the fourth one, balance room. Now we are detailedly discussing about the working table. Next we are moving to the first facility, working table. In our classroom also, work table is a chemical laboratory containing a special type of table that is known as working table. The working table is fitted with a gas tap, waste basket, reagent shelf, etc. We can see the glass apparatus such as fume closet and shelf, reagent shelf also present in working table. The next we are moving to the second facility, reagent shelf. What is the use of shelf in our classroom? We can keep the books in an organized manner. In our chemical laboratory also contain one shelf. That shelf is known as reagent shelf. The reagents bottles here, isn't it? Yes, the number of reagent bottles are present here. We can see each of the reagent bottle is labeled with their name. What is the use of reagent shelf here? We can keep the reagents in organized manner. In order to avoid the confusion, each of the reagent bottle should be labeled with its name. Then the third one, exhaust fan. What is the use of exhaust fan? It will expel the poisonous gas. Those fans are fitted near to the roof of the walls. This exhaust fan expels the poisonous gas, so one person can do the experiments for a long time. Then the fourth one, balance room. Balance room is a very important facilities present in the chemical laboratory. Balance room is a special room. It is used for keeping the balance. For keeping this balance, we are using balance room. This is a special room. What is the use of that balance? for weighing the chemicals. For weighing the chemicals, we are using balance. Where we are keeping the balance, the room is known as balance room. This balance room should be dust free for getting accurate measurement. Look here, this is a balance room. In this balance room, we can see the number of balance. These all balances are used for weighing the chemicals. We should keep the balance room dust free and smoke free for getting accurate measurements. Till now, we discussed the important facilities available in the chemical laboratory. What are the important facilities? Working table, reagent shelf, exhaust fan, and the last one, balance room. Topic: the important apparatus we are using in the chemical laboratory. What are the important apparatus we are using in chemical laboratory? There are a number of apparatus we are using in the chemical laboratory for doing different types of experiments. We will discuss one by one here. The first apparatus we are using in the chemical laboratory is a test tube. We can see the test tube here. This is a test tube. This test tube is made up of glass, hard or Pyrex glass. The test tube is made up with hard or Pyrex glass, and it is used for doing experiments with small quantities of chemicals. The second apparatus, test tube stand. What is the use of pen stand? For keeping the pen in an organized manner. We can arrange the pen in an organized manner. Here, test tube stand. What is the use of test tube stand? We can arrange the test tubes in an organized manner. Just look the picture. Test tube stand. We can see the two types of test tube stand. Plastic test tube stand and wooden test tube stand. Two types of test tube stands are available now. Plastic, it is made up of plastic and wood. Test tube holder. This is a test tube holder. We can see there is a metallic rod with a clamp. It is fitted to the wooden part. Here, one metallic part is there with a clamp. It is fitted to a wooden part. What is the use of test tube holder? We can hold the test tube while heated up. The next apparatus, just look the picture. This is our next apparatus. What is that? Yes, beaker. This is a beaker. The beaker is made up of glass. Then what is the use of this beaker? The beaker is used to keep the solutions. The beaker is used to keep the solutions and prepare the solutions. The next apparatus, flask. Just look here. We can see here three different shape containing flask. Three types of flask are present here. One is round bottom flask, flat bottom flask, and conical flask. What is the use of this flask? The flask is used during experiments to hold sufficient quantities of chemicals. Here we discuss the 5 apparatus and their uses and description also. First one, test tube. Test tube is made up of hard or Pyrex glass. Tube, it is used to doing the chemical experiments with small quantities of chemicals. Then the second one, test tube stand. Test tube stand is made up of wood or plastic. The use of test tube stand is we can keep the test tubes in an organized manner. Then the third one, test tube holder. Test tube holder containing metallic rod with a clamp fitted with a wooden part. We can hold the test tube while heated up. Fourth one, beaker. Beaker is made up of glass. It is used to keep the solutions and preparing the solutions. Then the last one, flask. Flask also made up of glass. Three types of flask is there. First one, conical flask, round bottom flask, and flat bottom flask. What is the use of flask? The flask is used during experiments to hold sufficient quantities of chemicals. The next apparatus is measuring cylinder. What is the use of measuring tape? Measure tape is used to measure the length. measuring cylinders. Measuring cylinders is used to measure the liquid chemicals. The measuring cylinder is made up of glass. Different graded measuring cylinders are available for measuring liquid chemicals. Like the picture. Here we can see the number of measuring cylinders. Each of the measuring cylinders, each of them are different in their size. So, different graded measuring cylinders are available. These measuring cylinders are used to measure the liquid chemicals. It is made up of glass, okay, very hard glass. What is this? You already know the name of this apparatus. What is that? Yes, funnel. This apparatus is funnel. What is the use of the funnel? Funnel is used to transfer the liquids or pour the chemicals. It is made up of plastic or glass. Funnel is made, look the picture, this is funnel. Funnel is cone shaped with a stem at its narrow end. Funnel is cone shaped with a stem at its narrow end. Made up of glass or plastic. Normally, glass funnel and plastic funnels are available. In your home also, we can see the funnels. This funnel is used to transfer the liquids from one container to another container. Evaporating dish. Look here. This is the evaporating dish. In which substance it is made up of? Yes, porcelain. This evaporating dish is made up of porcelain. This evaporating dish is used to evaporate the liquids. What is the meaning of evaporation? The liquid changes into gaseous state. So, we can evaporate the liquid with the help of evaporating dish. The evaporating dish is made up of porcelain. It is used to evaporating the liquid chemicals. What is this? This is the next apparatus. Motor and piston. What is the use of motor and piston? What is the use of motor and piston? Yes, the motor and piston is made up of porcelain. This motor and piston is used to grinding or crushing the solids chemicals. For motor and piston, there are different size containing motor and piston is present here. This motor and piston is used to crushing and grinding the solid chemicals. It is made up of porcelain. Then the fifth one, tripod stand. This is tripod stand. It is a stand used to support the apparatus. This tripod stand is made up of iron. It is used to support the apparatus during experiments. Then the next one, wire gauze. We can see the wire gauze here. Just look the picture. This is wire gauze. It is made up of meshed iron wire and a thin asbestos sheet that is fixed at its center. We can see a thin asbestos sheet that is fixed at the center. It is used to keep the glass apparatus on it while heating is in progress and also for uniform distribution of heat. It is used to keep glass apparatus on it while heating is in progress and also for the uniform distribution of heat. The next one, spirit lamp. Yes, you all are familiar with this one, spirit lamp. What is the use of lamp? To get heat. Okay. The spirit lamp is used to heat up the substance. The spirit lamp is used to heat up the substance. Just look the picture. This is a spirit lamp. The spirit lamp is made up of glass, brass or steel. Type of burner made up of glass or brass or steel. It is used to heat up substances. Here the spirit is used as fuel. So next one, reagent bottle. Here reagent bottle. The reagent bottle is used to store chemicals and is made up of glass. Just look here, this is a reagent bottle. The reagent bottle made up of white or colored gas. It is used to store chemicals. Then the next one, glass rod. Glass rod. Glass rod is made up of glass. This is glass rod. This glass rod is made up of glass. It is used to stir chemicals. This glass rod is used to stir chemicals.
See this picture. This is crucible and cover. It is made up of porcelain. It is used when a substance requires strong and direct heating. Then pair of tongues. This pair of tongues are made up of metal. It is used for picking up some apparatus like crucible. Then thistle funnel. Thistle funnel is a bulb-shaped reservoir with a stem and stopper. It is used to transfer the liquid in a controlled manner. Now we can discuss what are the main precautions to be taken in a chemical laboratory. We know that chemical laboratory is a place to perform experiments. So, when we perform experiments in a chemical laboratory, it should be handled with care. Mainly, some precautions to be taken in a chemical laboratory. Let's see what are the main precautions. First one, do not work alone in the laboratory. Always wear lab coat in the laboratory to protect our clothes. The apparatus to be used in an experiment should be arranged neatly before beginning an experiment. And you should follow the teacher's instructions whenever you perform an experiment. The fifth one, only small quantities of chemicals should be used to carry out experiments. When we are doing experiments, small quantities of chemicals we should use. Then, hot objects should be handled with attention and care. In chemical laboratory, many chemicals are there. So, do not touch or taste any unknown substance or inhale any unknown gas directly. After the experiment is completed, the apparatus should be properly washed, cleaned, dried and put back in their respective places in the laboratory. Do not throw hot concentrated acids into the sink directly. And make sure that water running into the sink so that when you throw away anything into it, it is safely washed away. In the case of accidental burns or skin contact with a corrosive chemical, immediately wash the affected area with running water and report to your teacher. When you have finished doing experiment, you have to wash your hands with soap and dry them with a clean towel. And always maintain silence and discipline in chemical laboratory. When using a test tube for heating, avoid pointing its mouth towards your fellow classmates. The last one, do not throw broken glass, apparatus or used filter paper in the sink. Throw them in a dustbin. These are the general precautions to be taken in a chemical laboratory. Water trough. Water trough is made up of metal or glass. It is a big and bowl shape. It is used during collection of gas.
laboratory apparatus are made up of glass. What is the reason? We know that the glass apparatus are easy to clean, and these glass apparatus are made up of hard or pyrex glass. Most of the laboratory apparatus are made up of hard or pyrex glass. It will withstand high temperature. That's the first one. The second one, it is easy to clean. We can clean very easily. Then we can see through that. It is transparent. Glass apparatus is transparent. Glass is transparent object. So we can see through that. The glass apparatus, the glass do not react with any other substances. These are the important points. Most of the laboratory apparatus are made up of glass because it is made up of hard or pyrex glass. It is very easy to clean. It will withstand high temperature. It will not react with many of the substances. In this class, we discussed some chemical apparatus. That's all today's class. Thank you.